Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Random Rants with Random, with your host tonight, Random. And here we are tonight with the attack of the Turbularia. Also known as the Planaria, part of the Platyhelminthes Asilium of a simple bilateran, unsegmented, soft-bodied invertebrate commonly called flatworms. So there you go. Attack of the flatworms. Now these normally live in like moist areas in the grass and in the dirt and in the compost, but for some reason they've decided to come into my bathroom at night, and this is the first time there's been this many. There might be one or two every now and again, and the reason they come up out of the drains and out of the garden is when the ground gets too wet, and it's too wet for them to live in the ground. So at the moment I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a dried out dead one, the brownie looking one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of them in my bathroom right now, and they're all up really high. Not sure if I got that one. There's a daddy long legs as well. So I'm not sure what's going on with these guys, whether it's mating season or something. I just don't know. I've never seen so many at one time before. Usually you see 1 or 2 and that's it, but 15 or something in here tonight. So as much as they're not amazingly beautiful, they are amazing in their own right, if not just for their name. So I'll get its name back out again, just because the name is a mouthful. So these guys here are Turbularias. So they're part of the Planaria family, which is a Platyhelminthes Asilium of a simple bilateran, unsegmented, soft-bodied invertebrate, commonly called flatworms. So these guys are pretty much harmless to humans. If you handle them, it's recommended to wash your hands. But the other varieties of flatworms, like tapeworms and stuff like that, can be very harmful to humans. When I first discovered them, I actually thought they were leeches, because that sometimes move very similar to leeches. So I took one into the CSIRO office in my town, and they told me what they are. And they're really fascinating little creatures, guys. They've got bilateral symmetry, which means even though it's a bit hard to tell, if you draw a line down the length of them in the middle, it's a mirror image, left and right side. So I thought that's pretty fascinating. And the other fascinating thing is, you can also, if you're very careful, cut one in half and it'll grow 2 new planiums, 2 new flatworms. And scientists have actually got these guys, and you can split their head, and you got to be a scientist, and they use electrical currents, and they promote the growth on the sides where they put the cut, and after a few cuts you can make multiple heads on these little fellas. And apparently when they were sent into space for an experiment, they just started growing 2 heads. So they might not be amazingly beautiful, but they're crazy technical. So there you go, guys, planariums. These ones are pretty much harmless to humans. Like I said, you get tapeworms and other intestinal worms that infect humans and animals. But these ones, if you handle them, all you got to do is just wash your hands afterwards. There's one that dried, got stuck on the roof. Have to clean him off. But yeah, I just thought I'd film this because I've never seen so many in one place before. And no need to freak out. They're harmless. And the other thing that sucks to be one of these guys is they've only got one hole. So one hole does all. They eat with it, they excrete out of it, and it's also their sexual organ. But also these guys hermaphrodites. So they carry both female and male sex organs, so whether they can reproduce as a single flatworm, I'm not sure. But it just seems crazy that there's so many in here tonight. See how they sort of move a bit like leeches? Yeah, I'll get him off. Come here, fella. And you can see, oh, they're sticky. They're definitely sticky. So you see they're a bit slug-like. Did you see him under there? Come here. So I'll wash my hands. So that's his underside. And that, when I saw the underside, I thought, that's not a leech. But they move like a leech, sort of. So yeah, they really confused me. And I only discovered them maybe 10 years ago. And if you follow my channel, I'm 53 this month. So there you go. I'll make sure to wash my hands. Oh, it's not focusing in very well. There you go. He's a bit camera shy, this one. So if anyone out there can tell me what's going on, are they in here for mating? Or like I said, are they just in here because it's just so wet up here in far north Queensland at the moment? If anyone can send me a comment, let me know. And as you can see, when they want to move quick, they can move, because like I said, every morning, there might be a couple in here at night time, but I come in here during the day and you won't find one. So there you go, guys. He's only fairly small. If he goes up my finger, I'll put him on the wall. He's out there. I just can't seem to position him right. So anyway, this little fella can join me for the outro. So me and the planet train and random say, keep it real on the back wheel.